Fly along, little fire. Fly, fly.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Zeta Toys Flyfire. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have some nice artwork of a Flyfire. His name is Flyfire. On this side of the box, we have Flyfire. On this side of the box, we have Up and At Them. On the bottom, we have Warning. Please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. On the top, we just have the Zeta Toys logo. On the back of the box, we have another piece of the Superion picture puzzle. I'm going to have to keep these boxes, and that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with that same image there of a Flyfire. Hi, you can see me in the reflection. On the back of the card, you have the tech specs. If that interests you, hooray for cards. And moving right along, here we have Flyfire, the next component of Zeta Toys Chronos. They're not Superion, and this is their take on Fireflight. So here he is in his jet mode, and another very nicely done jet mode, in my opinion. Looks really, really good. Just a nice, vibrant red going on right there. It's getting close here, so we can take a look at the details. You have that nice tinted cockpit right there, which you can open to reveal a little seat in there, and some nice gunmetal gray paint right there. You have some silver paint on the sides here, which honestly is very sloppy, as you can see. That does not look good. Like on either side, that's just, you can see that's kind of slop-tastic there. That's a no good. That's a no good. But no, you do have a lot of nice molded detail throughout. And you have some tampograph details as well. Caution, danger, 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 Will Robinson, danger, Will Robinson, danger. You got all that going on. Caution, hot, step up, no step. And you have the blue and the yellow stripes going down the wings. And of course, you have some more tampograph details. Caution, hot, danger, danger, Will Robinson, and all that good stuff. You got the rear thrusters there, done in that nice gunmetal gray. Some nice paint there on the tail fin, which is, okay, you can see it's still not as crisp as one would like, but it's alright, not the end of the world. And on the bottom, kind of see the robot just kind of, compacted up in there. But that is pretty much how the aerial bots work, so yeah. All in all, pretty nicely done. You can see the intakes here done with that silver paint. That actually does look pretty nice in there. And of course, it does have the landing gears, which do actually roll somewhat well. If we can get a good roll out of it. So, there you have that. Now, for comparison, here he is with the Masterpiece Seeker mold. Just so you can get an idea of how he scales there. Here he is with the TFC Toys Fireflight. Here he is with Combiner Wars Fireflight. And here he is with G1 Fireflight, because it's precious. Fireflighting precious. Whoosh. And last but not least, here he is with his partner, one of his aerial bots brothers here. Just so you can see how they look together. And so far, this set is definitely shaping up very nicely. Just some nice looking jets going on here. Some very nice looking jet modes. They look really good together. Really, really good. So there you have that. Now, as far as accessories go, he does include some weaponry. You got the two sets of missiles here, just cast in black plastic. Just on these clips here, these C-clips. So you get two sets of missiles, and of course you can plug them underneath the wings. You have this outer port, this inner port. I think they look better on the inner port, but hey, as always, your toy. Do what you want with it. What do I care? Well, just plug them in like so. And he's got his missiles. And of course you have his gun here for robot mode. just cast in a black plastic with some blue in there. And you can also store that underneath the wings if you want to. You have those posts on either side there. You can plug that in under the wing as well if you want, and have that going on. Somebody pointed this out in the Airstrike review. There are these little spring-loaded panels, which I did not notice before. The instructions don't say anything about it. These little spring-loaded panels here, and you can plug the gun there if you want to. Obviously, this is meant for a flight stand, but yeah, you can plug the gun into there if you want to as well, if you want it centralized. But you know, hey, it's a thing. It's a thing you can do. So there you have that. And that is pretty much it for the jet mode. Again, it's a gorgeous jet mode. I mean, you know, they're definitely putting out some really, really good-looking jets. The only problem I have is just that really sloppy paint up there. That's just, that does not look good at all. Other than that, everything else on this looks pretty dang good. So, without further ado, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's remove the missiles. You really don't have to remove the missiles, but I remove them anyway because I really don't intend on keeping these on here anyway. These are going to go back in the bag, but you can leave those on if you want to. I just take them off to make life a little easier, and we can flip up the landing gear. I like that this landing gear actually works properly as opposed to Airstrike, that just the landing gear just worked weird. This one actually works the way it's supposed to. Yay! And these landing gear just fold up into the wings like so. And now we shall get started. So as always, we will go into combine mode first and then into robot mode. Now to get them into combine mode, we will have to do a bit of parts forming. What? Parts forming? Wait. We do have to remove the wings. So the wings, you can see, just tab in multiple spots here and around a double hinge. So you just want to pop off the wings and just put those off to the sides. Just untap that. And we'll just put that off to the side. And now he's a big lawn dart. Anyway, so now we will start off by taking this whole rear section here and just popping this up like so. You can come back here and open that up, and that will free up all of this right here. You can see you have these tabs that go into that groove there, so just that holds that in place. So bring that up like that, and then you come here to the nose cone section, and you just want to pop this up like so. These bits here, you just want to rotate up like that, and just kind of leave all that hanging out for now. Let me raise up a little bit so I got some room to operate. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this chest piece and just bring that up. I'll also just pop all this up. So bring all that up like so. And you have multiple hinges here to work with, so just get all that as open as you can. And you just want to take the head, bring it down, and you're going to feed it through this opening here. And you want all of this coming out through the bottom like that. Once you do that, you want to take this assembly right here and you just want to extend it downward like so. And you have these tabs on either side which will go into these slots right here on either side. So just kind of open that up and get those tabbed in right there like that. Once you're there, you want to open up this panel, and now we can push out the combiner peg, which as usual is on a pretty tight ratchet. There we go. And then you just want to take the head and just feed it through there and close all this back up. I can just bring this the rest of the way down, close that back up, and you want to take the elbow joint here that has been revealed, and you just want to rotate that and rotate what is now the forearm. At this point now, you can just take the legs and close them back up. The fist will just slot in right in here on either side. The hand is not included. All that's going to come with silver bolt, I'm assuming. So you have that going on, and now we just have to work with all of this here. So this back section right here does split right down the middle. So you open that up like so. You take this tail fin, and that will slide back. And now what you're going to do here is just collapse all this up like that, and then bring this up like so. And you have tabs right here, they'll go into that slot right in there. So just bring that down until that tabs in. And just get all of this situated here, like so. And all that should tab together right there in the middle, like that. And there you pretty much have the arm mode. And now, at this point, we can just bring the wings back in. You can just fold it up here. Now, this is where they were plugged in for jet mode. For arm mode, you want them plugged in this lower port right here. And just fold it up, bring that back. And there you have Flyfire. I almost forgot his name. There you have Flyfire, Fireflight, this guy in his arm mode. So you have a pretty cool elbow joint here. I like how that elbow joint works. So you got that going on right there. And one thing that is a bit unfortunate is that these panels right here will sometimes get in the way of this armature right here. That does kind of, you can see there's not a whole lot of clearance there, so sometimes things will kind of bump into each other, which is a bit unfortunate. And whoops, I popped that off. It's okay, just a little friction hinge there. It actually comes packed separately. You have to pop this on when you take it out of the box. There you go. So yeah, there you have the arm mode there for Flyfire. Yay for arms. So yeah, not bad, not too shabby. So there you have that. So without further ado, let's get down to robot mode. So to do that, we'll just straighten out that elbow joint right there. We will remove the wings. This is actually a good thing to do because it just gets them out of your way. So it's a good thing anyway. And we'll just split the legs. We'll just transform the legs now and get that done with. So you just want to open up this whole panel right here. Come here, flip out his foot, and you just extend the leg down like so. This panel right here, you just take and collapse down, and then all this will close up. You can see it's just a little post that just goes right in there. And once you do that, you have that leg all done. Second vest, just like the first. Just open that up, flip out the foot, bring the leg down, take that panel, collapse that down, close that up like so. And you have the lower body all done. We'll plug the wings on once we're done everything. So at this point now, you want to take the elbow joint here and just rotate it to the forefront like that. Just rotate the waist back where it's supposed to be. So that's how you want that oriented, like so. And we can just open this up. We can take the combiner peg and just push that back in. Like that. Close that back up. And now we will work on the upper body. So just want to open all this up, get this going. You want to take the head here and just feed all this back through this opening here. Just get all that out like so. And now you want to take these sections here and untab them from either side like that. And these sections right here, which are going to be the arms, just going to come out on a double hinge. So just bring that out and back like so. There is a little bit of a clearance issue here because this just hits right up against this chest panel here. So you are kind of just pushing that past it, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's alright so far. It doesn't seem like any actual damage has been done. But still, I would have liked some actual clearance there, but well. It is what it is. Now you have these panels right here, which you just want to swing out and around. There's definitely a clearance issue here because you're seeing it kind of just bumps up like right against that right there. So you're definitely having to just kind of push that past that. Again, doesn't seem like any real damage has been done, but still, clearance. Anyhow, once you do that, this assembly right here you can see is on multiple hinges. You just want to bring that up and collapse that in just like that. So that's how you want that oriented. Once you've done that, these panels right here, just untab from the arms. You just angle those in, and you just bring all this in like so. And you have 4 tabs. You got 4 slots right there, and you just kind of line everything up, and hopefully everything will fall into place. And it did. Yay! You can just bring these down and just bring the head up, turn the head around, and we got all that done. So the last thing we have to do here is the arms. So you just take the arms and you just bring them forward. You open up this panel right here. The arm just extends. Flip out the hand. Close that back up. You can see you have a tab that'll go in here. You got a tab that'll go up right into the wrist to lock all of that in place. So make sure you have all that lined up properly. And there you have the one arm. Second verse, you know what it's like, just like the first. So just bring the arm forward, open that up, extend, bring out, close up, bring the arm down, and I think we're done. Gotta bring those out. I think we're done. Oh, we're done. Yes, we're done. Whee! We're done. Oh, wait, we have to plug his wings back on. All right, let's plug the wings back on. Just plug them back into that top port there. Just bring them back. And what? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. There we go. Just plug that back in. There we go. Now we're done. Woo! We're done. All right. So there you have Fireflight in his robot mode, and he looks pretty good. Now, as you saw, transformation does have some, some little clearance issues, and that's really mostly just in the chest, but everything else works pretty smoothly there. But yeah, it's a good looking Fireflight, in my opinion. So let's get in close here, not on his belly, on his noggin. There's the noggin. You can see some nice silver paint there for the mouth plate. You got a little bit of silver there on top of his head as well. Nice blue for the eyes. You have some nice silver paint there on the chest. You have this smoky transparent plastic there on the chest as well. And some of that silver there on the waist, as well as some more of that smoky transparent plastic there. You can see that molded detail behind it. Nice silver legs. You have these transparent panels there with some nice silver and yellow details behind it. Even some details on the inner part of the leg is picked out in paint, which is nice. Silver toes. On the back, as usual, he does have the typical aerial bot backpack going on. But yeah, all in all, I think he's pretty nicely done. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, so you got some nice wiggly waggly going on. He can look up a good bit, he can look down a little bit. Full 360-degree range of rotation. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. It's actually on a double hinge here, so you can't pull that out if you need a little bit more range there, which is nice. You do have bicep rotation. You do have a double jointed elbow, as you can see, but it still doesn't amount to much. It's just slightly over 90 degrees. No matter how you do it, you don't really get that much extra range of movement there. You do have wrist rotation. You do have posable hands here, and the hinges are quite stiff on mine. As you can see, the thumb is on a ball joint, and each finger is on a hinge at the base and a hinge right there. So you have 2 joints at each finger. So you got some nice posable hands. You do have waist rotation, which on mine is quite snug. These panels can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward, that far, back, that far, outward. You can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You got 90 degrees of a bend at the knee. You can pretty much do whatever you want with these wings. You can have them positioned if you want the, the painted part facing out. You can do whatever you want with the wings. Position that however you wish. And the feet can't move up, but it can move down due to transformation. And you do get a little bit of ankle tiltage there. Oh, and the one question I always get when I review these third-party combiners is, can they scramble city? No, they cannot scramble city. These guys don't. The arms are arms, the legs are legs. What you see is what you get as far as the combination goes. So, just figured I would address that really quickly. Of course, the missiles you can leave plugged onto the wings if you want to. You totally can. As always, your toy. Do what you want with it. Me, personally, these are just going to go right back in the bag because I don't care too much for them. Of course, you can have him holding his gun. And just open up his hands here, and you have the tab there in his hand, which just goes into the slot here on the handle of the gun. And you just plug that in, and he does hold that very securely. And also the finger joints are quite snug as well, so he's definitely, he's not dropping that gun. So there we have him all armed up, so yeah, he looks pretty good. I dig him. I dig him. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Masterpiece Seeker mold. As you can see. Oh, he scales there. Here he is with MP10. Again, just for that sense of scale. Here he is with the TFC Toys version of Fireflight. So you can see how they look together. Here he is with Combiner Wars, Fireflight. And here he is with G1 Fireflight because he's precious. He's yellow now, but he's still precious. And last but not least, here he is with Air Raid. So you can see how they look together. And again, this set is looking good. It's starting to look good. I dig them. I dig them. Some nicely done bots, in my opinion. So there you have Zeta Toys Fly Fire, aka Fireflight. For the most part, he is a nicely done figure. There are some clearance issues in the transformation, and that's really just in the chest mode. There are some clearance issues with the arm mode as well, just stuff kind of bumping into each other, which does kind of bug me. Just as I said with Air Raid, you know, the plastic quality could be a bit better. These guys are quite light. But again, I don't know if that's done for the sake of the combined mode, so there's less weight for it to have to deal with. You know, again, I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see when we have them all. So, some little issues with this figure, but for the most part, he's pretty nicely done. So, there you go. So, if you would like this or any of Zeta Toys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Chronos playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Zeta Toys Fly Fire, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hey, Firefly, you made it, buddy. Yeah, I'm here. So where were you? Oh, I was just around. Yeah, but where? You know, just around. Yeah, but like, where? Whoa, what's with the third degree, man? Look, I was just around. I'm not giving you the third degree, man. I just wanted to know where you were. Look, I was just around. You know what? I am very uncomfortable with this line of questioning. How am I making you uncomfortable? I'm just asking where you were. You know what? I'm leaving. Where are you going? Around. Around what?